when one woman heals, it impacts generations,
Yes.
right? What legacy do you hope your work creates in families, communities, and the kingdom?
Oh, wow. That's a great question. So, yeah, a lot of the traumas and the patterns that we pick up are from our parents, from our family members. And so when we go through this nervous system healing, these transformations in our body and in our spirit, we get the opportunity to break those cycles, to break those curses that have been
Right.
carried for so long. And so I have seen this. So my husband and I, we don't have any children, but we do have a nephew, and his name is Parker. And so often, oh gosh, I'm gonna start crying to think
Mm-hmm.
about the legacy that I'm gonna leave for him. That there are bad things that are gonna happen in this world,
Yep.
Parker. There are evil people. That's sin. But we don't have to let that overcome us. We can sit in our grief, we can sit in our pain, but at some point we have to get up and we have to move and we have to ask for help. And when you're able to do that, it ripples into your community, into your homes. And I've seen this just in the past few weeks with my women's Bible study. So I started this with another woman in January of 2022. And so this is the first, so we do like semesters like fall and winter. We don't meet in the summer. So this is like the first semester. We started September, where, usually when you start something new, like, oh, there's a bunch of people, everybody shows up, right? You have a great turnout. But then as the weeks go on, what happens?
Yeah.
There's less and less. That has not happened this year. And of course, I know that God is in this, but there's something different about these women this year. Every week we have 15 to 20 or more. We're about to outgrow our second room. Yes, God is working, but I also know that it's part of it is because I'm showing up differently. I'm showing up more authentically as the woman God has created me to be, because I've let go of the guilt, the things, the shame that I've carried from my past. There were things that happened to me as a child that I never told anyone about. But I released that this summer and said, I'm not carrying that anymore. What he did to me is not who I am. And I'm going to let that go. And I'm going to talk to my younger self and tell her that she is loved and she is important. And what happened to her, it was not her fault. So I know that I'm showing up differently. And I can see that because the women are saying, this feels so much different this year. Something is different. Thank you for sharing your stories. I feel like I can be more open with these women. And that's God working all of this out. I'm able to show up better. And now that's impacting the women of my Bible study. And I know it's impacting others. And I may not even know who all it impacts,
There you
but I'm
go.
not
You
going to
never
stop
know.
doing it. Yeah. So why would I not tell other women about the goodness of God and the healing that is available and the transformations that can happen? And it doesn't have to take years. You've been living in these cycles for years or decades too, just like I did. And it can change just like that if you say yes. So that's what I'm seeing right now, and I can only imagine what God has, for what's going to happen next.